ක්‍රීඩකෙක් අපි කියමුකෝ පොසිටිව් වුණා කියලා. තවතත් තරඟාවලියට පිවිසෙන හැකියාවක් තියෙනවද?
ක්‍රීඩකයෝ 3 දෙනෙක් පමණ පොසිටිව් වුණොත් අපි එම කණ්ඩායමම තරඟාවලියෙන් తాවකාලිකව නවත්වනවා.
තරඟාවලියට සහභාගී වෙන්න ඕන නම් අපි කවුරුත් දන්නවා AFC ලයිසන් එක අනිවාර්යයෙන්ම තියෙන්න ඕනේ. හැබැයි මේ කණ්ඩායම් දෙක සහභාගී වෙන්නේ නැහැ නේ. ඇයි?
මේ අවුරුද්දේ එක වටයක් පමණයි. නැත්නම් හෝම් වටයක් පමණක් සෙල්ලම් කරන්න සිද්ධ වෙලා තියෙනවා.
ලයිසන් කරපු පුහුණුකරුවන් විශාල ප්‍රමාණයක් අපේ ලංකාව සිටිනවා. ඒතර එම පුහුණුකරුවන් කෙසේද සී ලයිසන් එකට යොමු කරන්නේ?
මට හැකියාවක් තියෙනවා නම් මේ ලංකාවේ ඉන්න කෝටි 20 ලක්ෂයට මේ ඩී ලයිසන් සහතික පත්‍රය දෙන්න මම ඒ දේ ලබා දෙන්න කැමතියි.
ලංකා පාපන්දුවේ යුත් ඩෙවලොප්මන්ට් මැනේජර් විදියට අර යූත් ලීග් එකේ අමතර ඉදිරියට ඔබ දෙන ප්ලෑන්ස් මොනවද?
කොළඹට විතරක් සීමා වෙලා තිබුණු තරඟාවලිය ලංකා වටේටම අපි ගෙනිච්ච
ක්‍රීඩක COVID-19 නීති රීති අනුගමනය කරමින් තමයි අපිට මේ ප්‍රී සීසන් එක පවා ක්‍රියාත්මක කරන්න වෙන්නේ. මොන වගේ සැලසුම්ද තියෙන්නේ මේක ක්‍රියාත්මක කරන්න?
ප්‍රධාන වශයෙන් මේ තරඟාවලිය පවත්වන්නේ සිකුද්දාස ක්‍රීඩාංගණය. මේ ක්‍රීඩාංගණයත් අපි සියලුම ප්‍රේක්ෂකයන්ගෙන් තොරව තමයි මේ තරඟාවලිය පවත්වාගෙන යන්නේ. මේ වෙද්දී සුපර් ලීග් තරඟාවලිය ආරම්භ කරන්න දින නියම වෙලා හමාරයි. ඇයි මෙහෙම තරඟාවලියක් ක්‍රියාත්මක කරන්න ඕන කියලා හිතුනේ?
ඇයිලු රටවල් වලින්ම මේ වෘත්තීය මට්ටමේ පාපන්දු තියෙන විට ලංකාවේ නැති එක ඉතාමත් අඩුපාඩුවක්.
ශ්‍රී ලංකා පාපොන් සම්මේලනය විසින් හඳුන්වලා දීලා තියෙනවා විශේෂ ඩී ලයිසන් කෝස් එකක් නාව පුහුණුකරුවන්ට. වෙන රටවල් වල දක්නට ලැබෙන්නේ නැහැ. ඇයි මෙහෙම දැන් හඳුන්වලා දුන්නේ?
එක් එක් රටවල් වලට ඒ තමුන්ගේ අවශ්‍යතාවය අනුව පාඨමාලාවට අඩංගු විය යුතු සිලබස් එක ඒ රටේ තියෙන ෆුට්බෝල් අනුව රටට අවශ්‍යතාවය අනුව යම් යම් වෙනස්කම් සිදු කිරීම සිද්ධ කරනවා.
නැෂනල් ටීම්ස් එක දිගට ෆන්ක්ෂන් වෙන්නේ නැහැ. එයාලට එක දිගට මැචස් නැහැ. එක දිගට පුහුණු වීම නැහැ. මොකද්ද මේකට හේතුව?
හරි යූත් ලීග් එකක් නැති වුණොත් අපිට ඉදිරි හොඳ දක්ෂ ජාතික කණ්ඩායමක් ඉස්සරහට හම්බ වෙන්නේ නැහැ.
ක්‍රීඩකෙක් අපි කියමුකෝ පොසිටිව් වුණා කියලා. තවතත් තරඟාවලියට පිවිසෙන හැකියාවක් තියෙනවද?
ක්‍රීඩකයෝ 3 දෙනෙක් පමණ පොසිටිව් වුණොත් අපි එම කණ්ඩායමම තරඟාවලියෙන් తాවකාලිකව නවත්වනවා.
තරඟාවලියට සහභාගී වෙන්න ඕන නම් අපි කවුරුත් දන්නවා AFC ලයිසන් එක අනිවාර්යයෙන්ම තියෙන්න ඕනේ. හැබැයි මේ කණ්ඩායම් දෙක සහභාගී වෙන්නේ නැහැ නේ. ඇයි?
මේ අවුරුද්දේ එක වටයක් පමණයි. නැත්නම් හෝම් වටයක් පමණක් සෙල්ලම් කරන්න සිද්ධ වෙලා තියෙනවා.
ලයිසන් කරපු පුහුණුකරුවන් විශාල ප්‍රමාණයක් අපේ ලංකාව තුල සිටිනවා. ඒතර එම පුහුණුකරුවන් කෙසේද සී ලයිසන් එකට යොමු කරන්නේ?
මට හැකියාවක් තියෙනවා නම් මේ ලංකාවේ ඉන්න කෝටි 20 ලක්ෂයට මේ ඩී ලයිසන් සහතික පත්‍රය දෙන්න මම ඒ දේ ලබා දෙන්න කැමතියි.
ලංකා පාපන්දුවේ යුත් ඩෙවලොප්මන්ට් මැනේජර් විදියට අර යූත් ලීග් එකේ අමතර ඉදිරියට ඔබ දෙන ප්ලෑන්ස් මොනවද?
කොළඹට විතරක් සීමා වෙලා තිබුණු තරඟාවලිය ලංකා වටේටම අපි ගෙනිච්ච
Welcome ladies and gentlemen, you're joining us on Football Sri Lanka TV. We are here at the Sukradasa Stadium for the third pre-season game of the Super League. A poetry encounter, a rematch of the Vantage President's Cup between Blue Eagles and Colombo FC once again here at the pre-season of the Super League. just run you through the lineups quickly. Colombo FC with their new skipper Niran Kanishka, goalkeeper Mohammad Imran, Charita Ratnayaka, Siraj Jain, Chalna Chamira, Mohammad Siapo, Ahmad Shasni, the national veteran Zarvan Johar, Mohammad Akib, of course Bodrik Dimitri and Shabir Razunia.
At the same time, we've got the Blue Eagles Sports Club. We got DK Duminda as their captain. He's also going to be their striker. We got Jivanta Fernando, Chaturanga Fernando, Madhushan Fernando, and we've got Shanaka Praboth, Shanaka Prasad, Harsha Fernando, Lakmal Gunasinghe, Rohan Fernando, and Amit Kumar, and their goalkeeper Ruan Arunesri all settled. So we are almost there for the kickoff, and almost everyone is ready. And how do you think it's the weather? But it's going to rain or it's going to be like this? Windy?
It seems to be a windy day here at the Sugaradasa. Of course, no heat or sun for the players to really worry about. Playing under the lights is also no easy feat, however. But it will be a very interesting clash, to say the least. A big difference in their last encounter when they met in the President's Cup final, where Blue Eagles' best player, you have to say, in the form of Kevin Dushan, a former national skipper who is no longer with Blue Eagles. He has made the transfer to Upcountry Lions, and it will be a massive test for Blue Eagles to see how they can face the Colombo FC boys without their usual veteran Kevin Dushan. An interesting encounter, to say the least.
Final team talk going on between Blue Eagles, so they are got to sort out their tactics and how they're going to break down. In fact, I'd say Colombo FC. So they are really all packed up, and their final team talk going on. So how do you think who's going to be one of the scorers and like the definite people who's going to score? Do you have any predictions today?
As I said, Jana, it will be an interesting encounter. Blue Eagles without Kevin Dushan, who was by far the best player for them in the President's Cup, and it will be interesting. They too having a new skipper in DK Duminda, and of course Colombo FC, who were led through the President's Cup by Charita Ratnayaka. No more the captain, the new captain Niran Kanishka. It will be interesting to see how he does with his new role. But Colombo FC have put up indeed a very strong lineup with the likes of their veterans Mohammad Siapo, Bodrik Dimitri, Zarvan Johar. So I think most fans would say that Colombo have the edge with the lack of Kevin Dushan now at Upcountry. So, but in football you can never really say. Things change in moments, but it will be an interesting encounter for sure, Jana.
So in fact, about this tournament, it's kind of a good stepping stone for bigger future. It's in fact the pre-season, but there's a lot more to go. Still, it's a very good stepping stone, isn't it?
Just a good chance with the whole COVID situation for both teams and all the other 8 teams, in fact, to use this pre-season as a chance to get their fitness levels and skills up to the mark in time for the main tournament. As we are kicked off by Blue Eagles.
So as you can see, I think Colombo FC is going to play the front 3. So 10 or 11.
Immediately Blue Eagles trying to go for that long ball, but quickly intercepted by Colombo, and now it's Mohammad Siapo.
That's a nice crossfield pass. Nicely handled, but could have been better than those. Blue Eagles again, and the ball is retrieved again by Colombo FC.
Colombo FC looking to try and counter Bodrik Dimitri. Good short passing here by Colombo.
I think the Blue Eagles are quite reluctant to come forward at the moment. I think they want to get more into the match and then work out their tactics. They are quite strong.
That's a reckless challenge there. Free kick early on. All this action coming to live on Football Sri Lanka TV. Where of course, the whole of the Super League pre-season as well as the main Super League will be coming to you live and exclusive as a long ball. No problem. Straight to the goalkeeper. So, as I was saying, make sure you are subscribed to Football Sri Lanka TV, so make sure you don't miss a single moment of the live and exciting action of the Super League. Yes, now once again, Blue Eagles with the ball.
Long ball again to the right side. They are trying to flank FC and the ball goes out. So at the moment, both teams seem quite reluctant to really get into higher phase and work their way through the goal. It's Colombo FC who's handling, and it's a good nice pass. Through the middle. Oh, it's a great through ball. Can they finish it? Colombo FC. Oh, can he finish it? Oh, he makes a Mickey out of it. He could have made a bit more effort on it, and also a few players could have supported him. But that was a great through ball from the Colombo FC.
Bodri Dimitri on that occasion, usually known for doing way better than that inside the box, but clearly shows the lack of football these players have had over the last so many months.
There he goes. He should have strike on the first touch, isn't it?
Indeed, Bodri Dimitri, the ball just getting away from him, a touch too heavy. He knows that he could have and should have done better there, but still early stages, yet still in the second minute of the game.
As of now, the Colombo FC looks a bit threatening when compared to Blue Eagles. They've got a nice transition from the back to the front. Here goes another nice pass. Oh, that goes out.
Just a little too heavy on that occasion, but just Colombo have looked the more dominant side in the first few minutes, but football is a game where it could just change in a matter of moments, so it's still way too early to say anything really. But a fair challenge there deems the referee, and now Colombo. Ball won by Blue Eagles, but it go out for a Colombo throw in now.
Both going for the ball. I think it's a 50-50 challenge, isn't it? And the ball goes out, as you see. The Blue Eagles left back, giving it back to the keeper. Keeper is trying new ways to progress the ball forward. It's gone to the centre back. It's a long ball. They're trying to find their target man. They're trying to break through the long balls.
They're trying to find DK Dominguez. Player is down for Colombo. Referee waving play on, but still hasn't noticed.
He blows the whistle now. Just a regular check, I guess, with the player. Hope not a big injury. The player is still down.
It's Bodri Dimitri complaining to the referee that he took an elbow to the face, I think. Something just off camera there. But football is an impact sport, as they say, and Bodri Dimitri is probably one of the strongest players on the field.
That's a chip. That's almost in a quite dangerous position.
Zarwan just couldn't get there, and Ruan honestly managing to get to the ball just before Zarwan. Now passing it short to his fullback. Bold play there by Blue Eagles.
One thing you can see of Blue Eagles is whenever they go forward, they're going to their left flank, and that's the other long ball. As I told, they're trying to find their target, through which they're trying to find their goal. That's DK Domingo. They are trying to always pass it to him, through which they hope to find a goal. And here comes Colombo FC again.
Colombo FC. Charita Ratnayaka going back to his centre back partner, Thomas Yapo.
Twisting and turning. They've got the double pivot at the back, so which is Here comes the first card, I guess. Is it going to be a card? Yes, it's a yellow.
Number 10 on that occasion, G1 to Fernando. Went in and slid in a little too late, but both players immediately back on their feet. No harm done, but the first card of the game very early on.
It's gone to Blue Eagles. I think the ball's gone out of play. It's going to be a Colombo FC throw-in. The referee is already busy with the first few minutes. He's had to make some important calls there. There's the other long ball. A bit too light. If he had gone a bit stronger, he could have found the target man.
Both teams seem to have settled a bit on the start of the game. It's just a matter of time now. The Blue Eagles started off a little shaky with Colombo in the ball of him, but I think both teams are now
A bit settled.
as I mentioned before, really all of these 10 teams taking part in this pre-season tournament haven't really had the chance to play competitive football in many months with the ongoing pandemic situation, so it will take a little bit of time to get the rust off, but as you can see, Iran Kanishka now from quick passes, Zarwan, very ambitious effort from that far off.
So long range shot again. The keeper, Blue Eagles keeper, is getting ready to launch the ball into the air. Or in fact, he's gone in a short pass, I guess. Yes.
Colombo FC once again on the wing. Work there defensively, Zarwan twisting, turning into the box and wins his side the first corner of the game. It is the threat of Zarwan Johar inside the opposition box. Showed a little bit of skill to get past and then won Colombo their first corner of the game in the 8th minute. Can they do something with this set piece opportunity? Struck in by Zarwan.
That's a good corner.
That was a good diving effort there by number 13, Siraj Jain.
Unfortunately, he didn't get a shot on target. It was a really good effort by him.
It curled in, as you can see. Zarwan curled it into the box. Siraj Jain just dove for it. Ambitious, good effort there, but just out of reach with his header. But good signs early on for Colombo. Blue Eagles need to do better in such opportunities. And now once again Colombo. Good work here by Mohamed Akib.
He wins a
Second corner of the game coming just soon after the first.
This is going to be a bit testing for the Blue Eagles because in the first corner they seemed a bit shaky. So let's see what happens with this corner.
Colombo very strong on the wings. They have Shabir on one wing, Akib on the other, both known for their pace and skill. As Zarwan strikes in another corner.
A
Just
bit too much pace, I guess. It's gone out of play.
just a little too much power on that occasion.
The Colombo FC is actually pressing quite well to get the ball back.
to really watch their temper there. Momasiapo letting his frustrations getting the better of him. Some good skill there, however, by the Blue Eagles player. He kept Momasiapo at bay, much to Yapo's chagrin. And now the ball.
That's a foul again. It's a bit of a dangerous position if someone can pull a shot from there. It's quite unlikely.
It's a little too far, I would say. Yeah, but if they can get the ball into the box, could be a threatening position indeed.
First real chance for Blue Eagles here.
It will be number 6, Shanaka Prabodh, a man who is known for his free kick techniques, but even for him, it's not taken by him, however, and headed straight back out by Colombo. And the counter attack not on, the pass just a little too strong on that occasion. And now position back with Blue Eagles.
Ball is won by Colombo FC again. They've set the winger on the left hand side, and he put on a good cross here, but that's great defending from Blue Eagles. The right back.
Shabir Razuni on that occasion. He had a tournament of a lifetime in that President's Cup for Colombo. Has now long ball, trying to find Niran Kanishka. Once again, just a little bit too much power on that occasion, and it will be a goal kick to Blue Eagles. If Shabir Razunia and co can continue the form they were having in the President's Cup, they are going to be a very strong challenge come the Super League indeed. That's now Yuan Arunasiri.
Foul again.
This time free kick going Colombo FC's way.
It's back-to-back fouls for both teams. It's Blue Eagles time. Kick.
Both teams really do need to be a little more disciplined here, giving away such silly fouls and free kicks unnecessarily could come back to bite them. That's now Colombo trying to clear the lines, doing a poor job of it.
That's a dangerous ball. That was a careless mistake by the defender. Here comes. That's cleaned out.
Colombo getting away with one on that occasion. The defender just caught napping, and the ball, fortunately for Colombo, was just a little too strong for the player running in to the box, and Colombo got away with it on that occasion. That was a chance and a half for Blue Eagles.
So we could see both teams trying to attack now, trying to get a goal. Both trying hard now after being settled into the match. It's another long ball, cleared nicely by the Blue Eagles team.
Here we go, Colombo FC once again. Once again, just a little too powerful for Bodri Dimitri. The Blue Eagles trying to launch an attack of their own. I think this is a sign of the rust I was talking about. From both sides, most of the passers have been a little too much for their teammates, but now Blue Eagles once again trying with some short passes, and once again a reckless late challenge there on this occasion by DK Duminda. But on this occasion, the referee keeping his cards in his pockets. Odaki back to his feet. Blue Eagles do need to be careful. That wasn't the first time they went in a late challenge like that.
As we told, as we spoke about this rustiness that's coming out, and with few games to go, return and they're going to get better. nothing doing, referee says.
15 minutes into this match. How do you think it has gone so far, Janu?
I think, as you told, the rustiness in the initial stages were there. It's going to be seen, but now both teams trying to attack and get a goal before the first half ends. But if you actually compare the both teams, Colombo FC looked a bit more threatening than Blue Eagles. But lately, Blue Eagles have also returned to their top game. Maybe not the top game, but also they are showing signs of their top game. So let's see how it progresses.
Still a long way to go here at the Sugardasa Stadium. Don't forget to subscribe to Football Sri Lanka TV. Make sure you don't miss a single moment of the live and thrilling action of the Super League, whether it be the pre-season or the main tournament coming to you later on. So Colombo FC once again. Masiapo.
That's a good turn, going the other way. Colombo FC coming up again.
Skipper Kanishka now. His pass going straight to Blue Eagles. Sloppy on that occasion. Now it's Blue Eagles' turn. Both teams seem okay with taking their time here, getting some passes off.
That was a good ball, but then he couldn't handle it or control it. Again goes to the Colombo FC keeper. Long ball played again.
Back to Ruan Arunasiri on that occasion.
As I told you, you can see the Colombo FC pressing really hard to get the ball back. But can they maintain the same intensity for the 90 minutes? That's a question. The Blue Eagles, of course, they are a bit calm. They are maybe saving their energy for the second half.
Sound Kanishka once again.
That's a good ball.
Dimitri finds Zarvan. I beg your pardon, that was Shabir Razunia on the wing, unable to control it. And you can see the head coach, Mohammad Rumi, trying to get his instructions across. But as we mentioned, this is the pre-season. So this is all about making sure that they can get their plans right, shake off all the cobwebs and be ready for the main tournament once it comes.
Rahul, it's also a great tournament for the coaches to get their first 11 to a perfect side, right? So they know who they are to play and who is a bit rusty, who is promising, so they could modify or even fine-tune their team for the big tournament which is coming up later.
Indeed, get their starting 11s as well as their tactics spot on in time for the Super League. As now once again Mohammad Akib goes down in a bundle, but it's Colombo FC. The cross into the box.
It was a touch bit heavy.
Zarwan just couldn't get to the end of it in time. And now it's Blue Eagles. Akib back on his feet.
I think the games come back to life in the last 5 minutes. Both teams trying to attack hard, they're trying to get a goal, they're trying to break the defense of the opponent team.
Indeed, the intensity in the last 5 minutes has been great, as once again long ball cleared away by Colombo.
Safety first, and the ball's gone out.
Dimitri not happy with himself there, giving away a somewhat unnecessary throw-in. But as I said, this is all about shaking off those cobwebs, getting the practice in, as the head coach of Blue Eagles getting his instructions in as well. Natasha Fernando, who spent most of the President's Cup running in from a massive distance to take long throw-ins. This time up for the short one, as now Colombo FC back with the ball.
Progressing to the middle, they've got to the left winger. He cuts across. Can he give a good... Oh, that's some clean-up work done by the Blue Eagles at the end.
Good work there. Siraj Jain tried to get on the end of that long ball, but some strong defending by the Blue Eagles. Lakmal Gunasinghe and Rohan Fernando saw it go out for a goal kick.
Rahul, as you mentioned, the wingers are really threatening here. For the Colombo FC, their wingers are really giving a hard time for the Blue Eagles here. Good pace, and they're trying to cross in. Maybe they could commit one or two men forward a bit more, so they could get that goal, or they could get the target man in the middle.
Indeed, but still early goings in this game. I think currently they're just testing each other out, seeing what works, getting their tactics and instructions right. As you can see, Zalwan Johar trying to help his teammates out as well. So another throw in, one back by Colombo.
Again, the Blue Eagles have received the ball, they have got it back.
Position really bouncing back and forth here at the Sukradasa. So once again, Blue Eagles winning it back.
That's a good trick there. The Blue Eagles are progressing, and can they get the man? That's a very important block there from the Colombo FC defender. The Blue Eagles are going in through in fact, the Colombo FC defender has retrieved the ball. Is that a handball?
Shabir Razunia on that occasion. Throw into Colombo FC. Saw the ball coming off the Blue Eagles player. As now Colombo FC keeping it in. Momasiapo, a quick 1-2.
That's a good ball.
Long
Can
ball.
they make something out of it?
Bodri Dimitri
Works his way out. Good.
cross into the box, cleared away.
That was great play by Colombo FC. Especially the transition from the middle to the left side of their flank, it was really good.
Amit Kumar, the man on that occasion to make the block, but Colombo FC still threatening. Long ball, Shabir Razunia, and just a touch too heavy on that occasion by Ahmad Shasni for Mohammad Akib, but strong, solid signs here for Colombo FC.
It's all happening here at the Sukradasa Stadium with Colombo FC taking on the Blue Eagles, and you can see the Blue Eagles are a bit on the back foot now.
As you saw there, just Ahmad Shasni's touch a little too heavy for Akib, but strong positive signs here. Colombo getting back into the attacking rhythm. All players providing attacking aspects. That's what Colombo FC are known for. As once again, Momasiapo pass it to Zarwan. Now once again looking to attack from the wing. Akib,
Retrieved by Blue Eagles there.
and the throwing indeed going Blue Eagles' way.
throw for Colombo FC now. It's gone out again.
So advance pass couldn't be kept in on that occasion, and now Blue Eagles surrounded by Colombo FC players, and it works. They win the ball back quickly. Some high pressure there by Colombo, but in vain as the ball almost immediately given right back to Blue Eagles. Blue Eagles under some pressure here. Need to get the ball out of their area, but Ahmed Chasni, once again short-lived position, still going back and forth quite rapidly as now Blue Eagles, they tried to make a counter-attack of sorts. Siapo in position now.
That's a great ball.
Through ball. Arkip goes down inside the box.
That's not a penalty. That's not a penalty. That's what the referee said.
Blue Eagle players and fans alike probably had their hearts in their mouths for a moment there, as Arkip went down just inside the box, but referee giving the free kick the other way.
It was a great period of play by both teams, with good through balls by the Colombo FC and good defending by the Blue Eagles. That's the other long ball.
As you mentioned before, Jana, Blue Eagles seem to be opting a lot for that over the top long ball to try and find DK Duminda. It has yet to work for them. So once again, ball with Colombo.
We can see the reason for that, because the Colombo FC are so strong in the middle and the ball progressing is really good in the middle. So maybe that's why the Blue Eagles are trying the long ball to get to the striker, to their target man. Here goes the another ball. He had a good first touch, but then he couldn't control the ball again. It's gone out of play now. Foul again.
Free kick going Blue Eagles' way. Can they get a good ball in here?
That was a sloppy clearance by the Colombo FC defender, and here comes the cross in. That was a golden opportunity. Maybe if they had a bit, one or two guys a bit more into the box, they could have scored the goal.
Indeed, a nerve-wracking moment there for Colombo FC. The cross came in and Imran was well off his line, far off the goal, but fortunately for Colombo, Blue Eagles didn't have anyone in the box.
This
and now the
golden
counter attack,
opportunity.
Colombo FC.
That's a goal, isn't it? Oh, it's gone to the other side.
And that was a moment of madness there. That should have been the first goal. Vodri Dimitri, he is known for putting those shots away in his sleep, but it might be the rust. He only could find the side netting. Even he wasn't sure if he scored or not, but unfortunately for him, the score remains 0-0.
It was a great ball from the middle into the striker, or in fact the winger. As I told you, to the left, the Colombo FC are really progressing well. They've got a bit clinical on their wings. There goes the iconic crossfield pass from him. It's been played at least a couple of times this match, at least on today's occasion.
Good work there by Nirang Kanishka. He left and made sure his team got a corner kick there. As we just take a look at the early missed opportunity of Bodri Dimitri. Really should have put that away. I think the fact that Ruan Arunasiri came off his line put him off a little, and he only could find the side netting. 0-0 here as Zarvan ready to strike in another corner.
It's a bit loopy. Anyway, still the Colombo FC have got it, but now
Once again, just a little bit too much power there.
progressing
Colombo
again.
FC once again on the counter. Bodri Dimitri striking it in. Now it's Blue Eagles who look to launch a counter attack of their own. An over the top ball straight to the defender.
The Blue Eagles are having a hard time with containing the left wing of Colombo FC. He's making real good runs through the left side. Looks very threatening. How do you think the Blue Eagles are gonna restrict him or counter him? What are the options?
It's like I said before the game started, Jana, it would be interesting to see how they cope without their star man, Kavin Duishan. And it's clear that they lack his attacking skill, because with his pace and skill, he is known to cut defenses open, and that's the type of player they are currently lacking. As now Imran once again came off his line, but fortunately flag raised for offside and Colombo looking to attack immediately. Shabir putting Zarvan through, but just a little too much for Zarvan on that occasion.
It's becoming too easy for the Colombo FC when it comes to opening the defenses from the middle, because excellent through balls being played from the middle.
That was good thinking by Shabir Razunia, however, trying to get Zarvan. Zarvan just held his run a moment too soon. And now Shabir once again. Arunasiri came and got their first good goalkeeping by Ruan Arunasiri. Saw the threat of Shabir coming down and came off his line and cleared it for a throw-in.
It's been a heavy day at work for the keeper of Blue Eagles. He's been tested several times today and he's won it up until now.
Masiapo, as you can see, letting out a scream of frustration. He swung his powerful boot at it and missed it completely. Still plenty of time to go here in the first half. 10 minutes plus added time remaining. Just now once again Zarvan. The through ball straight to Blue Eagles. Complaints by DK Duminda and Blue Eagles, but a fair challenge deems the referee, but not on that occasion. That was a poor bit of work.
It was straight to the face, I guess. So here comes the medics out to see if he's okay. You can see he's struggling. It's Harsha Fernando who gets the yellow card. The medics are working on the injured player now. It's been 35 minutes and both teams failing to score. You can see the replay now. He lunges onto the Colombo FC player. I guess he's alright. He's on his feet.
And that was a yellow card, as you can see on the screens, for Chaturanga Fernando. I think rightfully so. Went in very late. A few Blue Eagles players have been doing that. Mohammad Siapo still down in some discomfort.
He looks in a bit of pain now.
This is not good for Colombo FC, especially in the pre-season. Mohamed Siapo has been one of their best players over the last so many years. If he is injured in their first pre-season game, it's worrying for Mohamed Rumi and co. Siapo has been the big man on big occasions many times, and some stretchers to try and get him fit. Zarwan now take the free kick.
The Colombo FC are playing the long ball again. It's straight to the keeper of Blue Eagles. Ball's gone out of play. That's a good crossfield pass. Again progressing through the middle.
Abo seems to be okay now. Yes, in possession, going for the long pass. If they are unable to find a teammate, and now it's Blue Eagles. That's Fernando now in possession. G1 to Fernando to be specific, and a good tackle by Shabir, but possession still with Blue Eagles. Good work there, good skill shown to keep possession, and a reckless challenge there. Sees the free kick going Blue Eagles way. Good work by Shanaka Prabodh. Free kick taken quickly. He showed some good skill there. He put Zarwan down on his back. And now Blue Eagles, and a pass he would want to forget, sees possession right back to Colombo.
It's been all tackles now.
Zarwan finding Shabir. Shabir going for that long ball.
It's a great ball.
Bodri Dimitri.
That's a
And
goal!
the first goal of the game.
Colombo FC scores. They have the first blood. It was a great ball from the middle.
Bodri Dimitri, after that first miss from earlier, that miss would have been on his mind, and he, on this occasion, did not make a mistake. A great ball from Shabir Razunia, and Bodri Dimitri, as I said, he's a man who doesn't usually miss, and he did not miss on that occasion. Finds the back of the net, and it is now Colombo FC 1, Blue Eagles 0 in the 40th minute here at the Sukratas Stadium. What do you make of that goal, Jana?
It was all perfect, from the middle to the transition to the forward, the runs, and it was all perfect, isn't it? As he told, the first miss would have been in his mind, and now, after he has got this goal, he's going to be a bit free in his mind. It was great.
Indeed, and I think from the two sides, Colombo FC were the ones who had a goal coming. They were the more attacking side in the first 40 minutes so far, and now it's up to Blue Eagles to respond.
A goal from Colombo FC was always on the horizon, and they've got it.
Blue Eagles are yet to really give Mohamed Imran a challenging goal. As you can see, Bodri Dimitri beautifully controlled it with his chest, and then just slotted it past the on-rushing Ruan Arunasiri, and a beautiful team goal in the end by Colombo FC.
He didn't look to smash it, but he looked to place it. That's where his mentality, we can see how good it is.
Indeed, and not to mention that beautiful bit of control he did there as well in the build-up. Now, Blue Eagles, they need to respond. They have 5 minutes plus added time if they are to answer back going into the halftime break. And as I mentioned before, Harsha Fernando going back to his traditional sprint for a throw-in. He did this many a time in the President's Cup. He's so far back, he was out of your screens as he throws it in, but Mohamed Imran came off his line and leapt and got their first good goalkeeping.
I think there'll be a big team talk for the Blue Eagles, especially on containing Dimitri's run. He was all really threatening, and also on the left flank.
Indeed, it has not been just Dimitri. Dimitri, as well as the two wingers of Akib and Shabir, have continuously managed to get past their defense with their pace and skill. So they do need to have some discipline to ensure that doesn't happen, because if it keeps happening, the goals are going to keep coming for Colombo. This once again, Nirang Kanishka, some quick passing here. Saita Ratnayaka going for the long ball. And on this occasion, Arunasiri getting there just before Akib.
The Blue Eagles play on. It's a good ball through the flanks. That's a decent cross, but unfortunately there is no one to slot it past the net. And here comes Colombo FC again, playing to the middle. And also I think the Colombo FC has maintained their possession. They've had the ball for a long time, long periods, and that's a threatening ball.
Ruan Arunasiri could not keep hold of it, and that was the threat we spoke about of Colombo FC on the wing, as now Zarvan has the ball stolen off him.
That's great defending and getting their ball back. It's a foul.
Did well, but he is not a happy man. Second time he feels like he was challenged in a over physical manner, and you can see the frustration. You can see the replay. I think it was an accidental coming together really, but the free kick, Colombo FC just inside the Blue Eagles half as we approach the final minute of regulation time.
We might get 1 minute at a time in concern with the injury we had.
Looks like we'll have a corner just before the end of the first half. Taken short, Sarita Ratnayaka showed some good skill but just couldn't keep it in, and that will be the end of the first half here at the Sugradas Stadium. Some good football, mainly by Colombo FC, but both teams playing strong here, and the first half ends. Colombo FC 1, Blue Eagles 0. A goal by Bodri Dimitri in the 40th minute is the difference. And Blue Eagles have a tough team talk coming for the second 45 minutes.
They should definitely make some changes to get into the game because they have looked a bit less threatening when compared to the Colombo FC.
Let's just take a look at a few highlights of the first half, the third pre-season game.
As you told, it's not the normal procedure. We've had a bit of social distancing. That was the first real attack from Colombo FC, and we can see a bit more. This was another ball where he wasn't able to control it, the Colombo striker.
It's, I think, as we mentioned, Jana, the likes of Mohamed Akib, Shabir Razunia, Dimitri, the whole wingers and the striker, their pace, I think, was very difficult for the Blue Eagles defense to try and contain.
And especially the Colombo FC, they knew their players. This was the first miss by Dimitri. It was a really big miss. We thought that it was the chance of the game, but again, thankfully for them, they got the second chance and he scored from it. So the other thing is, I have to say, the understanding between the Colombo FC players, you know, they knew when the runners made their run and when to release the ball, and it was really precise targets they found, which was really good.
And that's, as we said, 1-0 at half-time to Colombo FC. Join us again in 30 minutes, I beg your pardon, in 15 minutes, where we come live for the second half on Football Sri Lanka TV.
ක්‍රීඩකෙක් අපි කියමුකෝ පොසිටිව් වුණා කියලා. අවතත් තරඟාවලියට පිවිසෙන හැකියාවක් තියෙනවද?
ඉඩකේ 3 දෙනෙක් පමණ පොසිටිව් වුණොත් අපි එම කණ්ඩායමම තරඟාවලියෙන් తాවකාලිකව නවත්වනවා.
තරඟාවලියට සහභාගී වෙන්න ඕන නම් අපි කවුරුත් දන්නවා AFC ලයිසන් එක අනිවාර්යයෙන්ම තියෙන්න ඕනේ. හැබැයි මේ කණ්ඩායම් දෙක සහභාගී වෙන්නේ නැහැ නේ. ඇයි?
මේ අවුරුද්දේ එක වටයක් පමණයි නැත්නම් හෝම් වටයක් පමණක් සෙල්ලම් කරන්න සිද්ධ වෙලා තියෙනවා.
ලයිසන් කරපු පුහුණුකරුවන් විශාල ප්‍රමාණයක් අපේ ලංකාව තුළ සිටිනවා. ඒතර එම පුහුණුකරුවන් කෙසේද සී ලයිසන් එකට යොමු කරන්නේ?
මට හැකියාවක් තියෙනවා නම් මේ ලංකාවේ ඉන්න 2 කෝටි 20 ලක්ෂයට මේ ඩී ලයිසන්ස් සහතික පත්‍රය දෙන්න මම ඒ දේ ලබා දෙන්න කැමතියි.
ලංකා පාපන්දුවේ යුත් ඩෙවලොප්මන්ට් මැනේජර් විදියට අර යුත් ලීග් එකේ අමතර ඉදිරියට ඔබ තියෙන ප්ලෑන්ස් මොනවද?
කොළඹට විතරක් සීමා වෙලා තිබුණු තරඟාවලියේ ලංකා වටේටම අපි ගෙනිච්ච
COVID-19 නීති රීති අනුගමනය කරමින් තමයි අපිට මේ ප්‍රී සීසන් එක පවා ක්‍රියාත්මක කරන්න වෙන්නේ. මොන වගේ සැලසුම්ද තියෙන්නේ මේක ක්‍රියාත්මක කරන්න?
ප්‍රධාන වශයෙන් මේ තරඟාවලිය පවත්වන්නේ සිකුද්දාස ක්‍රීඩාංගණය. ඒ ක්‍රීඩාංගණයත් අපි සියලුම ප්‍රේක්ෂකයන්ගෙන් තොරව තමයි මේ තරඟාවලිය පවත්වාගෙන යන්නේ.
මේ වෙද්දී සුපර් ලීග් තරඟාවලිය ආරම්භ කරන්න දින නියම වෙලා හමාරයි. ඇයි මෙහෙම තරඟාවලියක් ක්‍රියාත්මක කරන්න ඕන කියලා හිතුනේ?
ඇයිලු රටවල් වලින්ම මේ වෘත්තීය මට්ටමේ පාපන්දු තියෙන විට ලංකාවේ නැති එක ඉතාමත් අඩුපාඩුවක්.
ශ්‍රී ලංකා පාපම් සම්මේලනය විසින් හඳුන්වලා දීලා තියෙනවා විශේෂ ඩී ලයිසන්ස් කෝස් එකක් නාව පුහුණුකරුවන්ට. වෙන රටවල් වල දක්නට ලැබෙන්නේ නැහැ. ඇයි මෙහෙම දැන් හඳුන්වලා දුන්නේ?
එක් එක් රටවල් වලට ඒ තමුන්ගේ අවශ්‍යතාවය අනුව පාඨමාලාවට අඩංගු විය යුතු සිලබස් එක ඒ රටේ තියෙන ෆුට්බෝල් අනුව රටට අවශ්‍යතාවය අනුව යම් යම් වෙනස්කම් සිදු කිරීම සිද්ධ කරනවා.
නැෂනල් ටීම්ස් එක දිගට ෆන්ක්ෂන් වෙන්නේ නැහැ. එයාලට එක දිගට මැචස් නැහැ. එක දිගට පුහුණු වීම නැහැ. මොකද්ද මේකට හේතුව?
හරි යූත් ලීග් එකක් නැති වුණොත් අපිට ඉදිරි හොඳ දක්ෂ ජාතික කණ්ඩායමක් ඉස්සරහට හම්බ වෙන්නේ නැහැ.
ක්‍රීඩකෙක් අපි කියමුකෝ පොසිටිව් වුණා කියලා. අවතත් තරඟාවලියට පිවිසෙන හැකියාවක් තියෙනවද?
ඉඩපිය 3 දෙනෙක් පමණ පොසිටිව් වුණොත් අපි එම කණ්ඩායමම තරඟාවලියෙන් తాවකාලිකව නවත්වනවා.
තරඟාවලියට සහභාගී වෙන්න ඕන නම් අපි කවුරුත් දන්නවා AFC ලයිසන් එක අනිවාර්යයෙන්ම තියෙන්න ඕනේ. හැබැයි මේ කණ්ඩායම් දෙක සහභාගී වෙන්නේ නැහැ නේ. ඇයි?
මේ අවුරුද්දේ එක වටයක් පමණයි නැත්නම් හෝම් වටයක් පමණක් සෙල්ලම් කරන්න සිද්ධ වෙලා තියෙනවා.
ලයිසන් කරපු පුහුණුකරුවන් විශාල ප්‍රමාණයක් අපේ ලංකාව තුළ සිටිනවා. ඒතර එම පුහුණුකරුවන් කෙසේද සී ලයිසන් එකට යොමු කරන්නේ?
මට හැකියාවක් තියෙනවා නම් මේ ලංකාවේ ඉන්න 2.20 ලක්ෂයට මේ ඩී ලයිසන්ස් සහතික පත්‍රය දෙන්න මම ඒ දේ ලබා දෙන්න කැමතියි.
ලංකා පාපන්දුවේ යුත් ඩෙවලොප්මන්ට් මැනේජර් විදියට අර යුත් ලීග් එකට අමතරව ඉදිරියට ඔබ දෙන ප්ලෑන්ස් මොනවද?
කොළඹට විතරක් සීමා වෙලා තිබුණු තරඟාවලිය ලංකා වටේටම අපි ගෙනිච්ච
COVID-19 නීති රීති අනුගමනය කරමින් තමයි අපිට මේ ප්‍රී සීසන් එක පවා ක්‍රියාත්මක කරන්න වෙන්නේ. මොන වගේ සැලසුම්ද තියෙන්නේ මේක ක්‍රියාත්මක කරන්න?
ප්‍රධාන වශයෙන් මේ තරඟාවලිය පවත්වන්නේ සිකුද්දාස ක්‍රීඩාංගණය. මේ ක්‍රීඩාංගණයත් අපි සියලුම ප්‍රේක්ෂකයන්ගෙන් තොරව තමයි මේ තරඟාවලිය පවත්වාගෙන යන්නේ.
මේ වෙද්දී සුපර් ලීග් තරඟාවලිය ආරම්භ කරන්න දින නියම වෙලා හමාරයි. ඇයි මෙහෙම තරඟාවලියක් ක්‍රියාත්මක කරන්න ඕන කියලා හිතුනේ?
ඇයිලු රටවල් වලින්ම මේ වෘත්තීය මට්ටමේ පාපන්දු තියෙන විට ලංකාවේ නැති එක ඉතාමත් අඩුපාඩුවක්.
ශ්‍රී ලංකා පාපොන් සම්මේලනය විසින් හඳුන්වලා දීලා තියෙනවා විශේෂ ඩී ලයිසන්ස් කෝස් එකක් නාව පුහුණුකරුවන්ට. වෙන රටවල් වල දක්නට ලැබෙන්නේ නැහැ. ඇයි මෙහෙම දෙයක් හඳුන්වලා දුන්නේ?
එක් එක් රටවල් වලට ඒ තමුන්ගේ අවශ්‍යතාවය අනුව පාඨමාලාවට අඩංගු විය යුතු සිලබස් එක ඒ රටේ තියෙන ෆුට්බෝල් අනුව රටට අවශ්‍යතාවය අනුව යම් යම් වෙනස්කම් සිදු කිරීම සිද්ධ කරනවා.
නැෂනල් ටීම්ස් එක දිගට ෆන්ක්ෂන් වෙන්නේ නැහැ. එයාලට එක දිගට මැචස් නැහැ. එක දිගට පුහුණු වීම නැහැ. මොකද්ද මේකට හේතුව?
හරි යූත් ලීග් එකක් නැති වුණොත් අපිට ඉදිරි හොඳ දක්ෂ ජාතික කණ්ඩායමක් ඉස්සරහට හම්බ වෙන්නේ නැහැ.
ක්‍රීඩකෙක් අපි කියමුකෝ පොසිටිව් වුණා කියලා. අවතත් තරඟාවලියට පිවිසෙන හැකියාවක් තියෙනවද?
ඉඩපිය 3 දෙනෙක් පමණ පොසිටිව් වුණොත් අපි එම කණ්ඩායමම තරඟාවලියෙන් తాවකාලිකව නවත්වනවා.
තරඟාවලියට සහභාගී වෙන්න ඕන නම් අපි කවුරුත් දන්නවා AFC ලයිසන් එක අනිවාර්යයෙන්ම තියෙන්න ඕනේ. හැබැයි මේ කණ්ඩායම් දෙක සහභාගී වෙන්නේ නැහැ නේ. ඇයි?
මේ අවුරුද්දේ එක වටයක් පමණයි නැත්නම් හෝම් වටයක් පමණක් සෙල්ලම් කරන්න සිද්ධ වෙලා තියෙනවා.
ලයිසන් කරපු පුහුණුකරුවන් විශාල ප්‍රමාණයක් අපේ ලංකාව තුළ සිටිනවා. ඒතර එම පුහුණුකරුවන් කෙසේද සී ලයිසන් එකට යොමු කරන්නේ?
මට හැකියාවක් තියෙනවා නම් මේ ලංකාවේ ඉන්න 2.20 ලක්ෂයට මේ ඩී ලයිසන්ස් සහතික පත්‍රය දෙන්න මම ඒ දේ ලබා දෙන්න කැමතියි.
ලංකා පාපන්දුවේ යුත් ඩෙවලොප්මන්ට් මැනේජර් විදියට අර යුත් ලීග් එකට අමතරව ඉදිරියට ඔබ දෙන ප්ලෑන්ස් මොනවද?
කොළඹට විතරක් සීමා වෙලා තිබුණු තරඟාවලිය ලංකා වටේටම අපි ගෙනිච්ච
COVID-19 නීති රීති අනුගමනය කරමින් තමයි අපිට මේ ප්‍රී සීසන් එක පවා ක්‍රියාත්මක කරන්න වෙන්නේ. මොන වගේ සැලසුම්ද තියෙන්නේ මේක ක්‍රියාත්මක කරන්න?
ප්‍රධාන වශයෙන් මේ තරඟාවලිය පවත්වන්නේ සිකුද්දාස ක්‍රීඩාංගණය. ඒ ක්‍රීඩාංගණයත් අපි සියලුම ප්‍රේක්ෂකයන්ගෙන් තොරව තමයි මේ තරඟාවලිය පවත්වාගෙන යන්නේ.
මේ වෙද්දී සුපර් ලීග් තරඟාවලිය ආරම්භ කරන්න දින නියම වෙලා හමාරයි. ඇයි මෙහෙම තරඟාවලියක් ක්‍රියාත්මක කරන්න ඕන කියලා හිතුනේ?
ඇයිලු රටවල් වලින්ම මේ වෘත්තීය මට්ටමේ පාපන්දු තියෙන විට ලංකාවේ නැති එක ඉතාමත් අඩුපාඩුවක්.
ශ්‍රී ලංකා පාපම් සම්මේලනය විසින් හඳුන්වලා දීලා තියෙනවා විශේෂ ඩී ලයිසන්ස් කෝස් එකක් නාව පුහුණු කරවන්න. වෙන රටවල් වල දක්නට ලැබෙන්නේ නැහැ. ඇයි මෙහෙම දැන් හඳුන්වලා දුන්නේ?
එක් එක් රටවල් වලට ඒ තමුන්ගේ අවශ්‍යතාවය අනුව පාඨමාලාවට අඩංගු විය යුතු සිලබස් එක ඒ රටේ තියෙන ෆුට්බෝල් අනුව රටට අවශ්‍යතාවය අනුව යම් යම් වෙනස්කම් සිදු කිරීම සිද්ධ කරනවා.
නැෂනල් ටීම්ස් එක දිගට ෆන්ක්ෂන් වෙන්නේ නැහැ. එයාලට එක දිගට මැචස් නැහැ. එක දිගට පුහුණු වීම නැහැ. මොකද්ද මේකට හේතුව?
හරි යූත් ලීග් එකක් නැති වුණොත් අපිට ඉදිරි හොඳ දක්ෂ ජාතික කණ්ඩායමක් ඉස්සරහට හම්බ වෙන්නේ නැහැ.
ක්‍රීඩකෙක් අපි කියමුකෝ පොසිටිව් වුණා කියලා. අවතත් තරඟාවලියට පිවිසෙන හැකියාවක් තියෙනවද?
ඉඩපිය 3 දෙනෙක් පමණ පොසිටිව් වුණොත් අපි එම කණ්ඩායමම තරඟාවලියෙන් తాවකාලිකව නවත්වනවා.
තරඟාවලියට සහභාගී වෙන්න ඕන නම් අපි කවුරුත් දන්නවා AFC ලයිසන් එක අනිවාර්යයෙන්ම තියෙන්න ඕනේ. හැබැයි මේ කණ්ඩායම් දෙක සහභාගී වෙන්නේ නැහැ නේ. ඇයි?
මේ අවුරුද්දේ එක වටයක් පමණයි නැත්නම් හෝම් වටයක් පමණක් සෙල්ලම් කරන්න සිද්ධ වෙලා තියෙනවා.
ලයිසන් කරපු පුහුණුකරුවන් විශාල ප්‍රමාණයක් අපේ ලංකාව තුළ සිටිනවා. ඒතර එම පුහුණුකරුවන් කෙසේද සී ලයිසන් එකට යොමු කරන්නේ?
මට හැකියාවක් තියෙනවා නම් මේ ලංකාවේ ඉන්න 2.20 ලක්ෂයට මේ ඩී ලයිසන්ස් සහතික පත්‍රය දෙන්න මම ඒ දේ ලබා දෙන්න කැමතියි.
ලංකා පාපන්දුවේ යුත් ඩෙවලොප්මන්ට් මැනේජර් විදියට අර යුත් ලීග් එකට අමතරව ඉදිරියට ඔබ දෙන ප්ලෑන්ස් මොනවද?
කොළඹට විතරක් සීමා වෙලා තිබුණු තරඟාවලිය ලංකා වටේටම අපි ගෙනිච්ච
COVID-19 නීති රීති අනුගමනය කරමින් තමයි අපිට මේ ප්‍රී සීසන් එක පවා ක්‍රියාත්මක කරන්න වෙන්නේ. මොන වගේ සැලසුම්ද තියෙන්නේ මේක ක්‍රියාත්මක කරන්න?
ප්‍රධාන වශයෙන් මේ තරඟාවලිය පවත්වන්නේ සිකුද්දාස ක්‍රීඩාංගණය. ඒ ක්‍රීඩාංගණයත් අපි සියලුම ප්‍රේක්ෂකයන්ගෙන් තොරව තමයි මේ තරඟාවලිය පවත්වාගෙන යන්නේ.
මේ වෙද්දී සුපර් ලීග් තරඟාවලිය ආරම්භ කරන්න දින නියම වෙලා හමාරයි. ඇයි මෙහෙම තරඟාවලියක් ක්‍රියාත්මක කරන්න ඕන කියලා හිතුනේ?
ඇයිලු රටවල් වලින්ම මේ වෘත්තීය මට්ටමේ පාපන්දු තියෙන විට ලංකාවේ නැති එක ඉතාමත් අඩුපාඩුවක්.
ශ්‍රී ලංකා පාපම් සම්මේලනය විසින් හඳුන්වලා දීලා තියෙනවා විශේෂ ඩී ලයිසන්ස් කෝස් එකක් නාව පුහුණු කරවන්න. වෙන රටවල් වල දක්නට ලැබෙන්නේ නැහැ. ඇයි මෙහෙම දැන් හඳුන්වලා දුන්නේ?
එක් එක් රටවල් වලට ඒ තමුන්ගේ අවශ්‍යතාවය අනුව පාඨමාලාවට අඩංගු විය යුතු සිලබස් එක ඒ රටේ තියෙන ෆුට්බෝල් අනුව රටට අවශ්‍යතාවය අනුව යම් යම් වෙනස්කම් සිදු කිරීම සිද්ධ කරනවා.
නැෂනල් ටීම්ස් එක දිගට ෆන්ක්ෂන් වෙන්නේ නැහැ. එයාලට එක දිගට මැචස් නැහැ. එක දිගට පුහුණු වීම නැහැ. මොකද්ද මේකට හේතුව?
හරි යූත් ලීග් එකක් නැති වුණොත් අපිට ඉදිරි හොඳ දක්ෂ ජාතික කණ්ඩායමක් ඉස්සරහට හම්බ වෙන්නේ නැහැ.
ක්‍රීඩකෙක් අපි කියමුකෝ පොසිටිව් වුණා කියලා. අවතත් තරඟාවලියට පිවිසෙන හැකියාවක් තියෙනවද?
ඉඩපිය 3 දෙනෙක් පමණ පොසිටිව් වුණොත් අපි එම කණ්ඩායමම තරඟාවලියෙන් తాවකාලිකව නවත්වනවා.
තරඟාවලියට සහභාගී වෙන්න ඕන නම් අපි කවුරුත් දන්නවා AFC ලයිසන් එක අනිවාර්යයෙන්ම තියෙන්න ඕනේ. හැබැයි මේ කණ්ඩායම් දෙක සහභාගී වෙන්නේ නැහැ නේ. ඇයි?
මේ අවුරුද්දේ එක වටයක් පමණයි නැත්නම් හෝම් වටයක් පමණක් සෙල්ලම් කරන්න සිද්ධ වෙලා තියෙනවා.
ලයිසන් කරපු පුහුණුකරුවන් විශාල ප්‍රමාණයක් අපේ ලංකාව තුළ සිටිනවා. ඒතර එම පුහුණුකරුවන් කෙසේද සී ලයිසන් එකට යොමු කරන්නේ?
මට හැකියාවක් තියෙනවා නම් මේ ලංකාවේ ඉන්න දෙකෝටි 20 ලක්ෂයට මේ ඩී ලයිසන්ස් සහතික පත්‍රය දෙන්න මම ඒ දේ ලබා දෙන්න කැමතියි.
ලංකා පාපන්දුවේ යුත් ඩෙවලොප්මන්ට් මැනේජර් විදියට අර යූත් ලීග් ගේ අමතර ඉදිරියට ඔබ දෙන ප්ලෑන්ස් මොනවද?
කොළඹට විතරක් සීමා වෙලා තිබුණු තරඟාවලිය ලංකා වටේටම අපි ගෙනිච්ච
We are back live here in Super League pre-season tournament, and we have two teams. For those who have just joined us, we've got two teams playing, Colombo FC and Blue Eagles Sports Club. Colombo FC have already got a goal for their name. Let's see what happens in the second half. So as you know, the Colombo FC looked a bit threatening in the first half, and they were really good in transitioning the ball, and also to get the runners up. Both teams settling in. In case you missed the first half, Colombo FC got the first goal for their team, especially it was a great goal, to be honest. Bodrik Dimitri got the first goal for Colombo FC, and the Blue Eagles definitely will look to come back strongly in the second half. Someone's down in Colombo FC. He's in pain, we could see.
So Jana, a big half coming up for Blue Eagles, and that's the star man Zarwan Johar. It's a worrying sight to see him down in some discomfort, holding his shoulder in fact, and he is a major part of the current national squad.
And as you told, the first half was really intense towards the end. We knew there was a goal that's always going to come, and CFC, that's the Colombo FC, they got the first goal.
Little bit of a worrying sight there. We have the head coach in the stands. He'll be definitely worried. Hopefully it's a little bit of the impact and the pain will subside, but as you said, we had a bit of a mixed first half.
Was he challenged?
Seems to be having a little bit of trouble with his left arm there. Hopefully he'll be okay to continue, as referee blows and Colombo FC temporarily down to 10 men. Blue Eagles were smart. They would try to capitalize on this man advantage, but it does not last long, as Zarwan is already back on the field, still in some serious discomfort with his arm by the looks of it. But play continues, as now Blue Eagles
Going out for a throw. The Blue Eagles seem to have a lot of possession on the second half as of now. Again, the Blue Eagles start the attack. The iconic long ball, trying to get the target man.
throw in. As you can see on the screens.
That was a harsh tackle, isn't it?
They just slid in and got there a little too late. Now Bodr Dimitri will look to strike this into the box, curl it in. A lot of Colombo FC players in that box, but defender got his header there first, and that will be a corner kick now. The first of the second half. Zarvan immediately running to take it.
That was a great save by the Blue Eagles keeper. It was a really great save.
It was a brilliant effort by Nirang Kanishka, the skipper, newly appointed, and as you rightly said, Ruan Arunosiri. He has been a custodian for the Blue Eagles for the last so many years, and he stepped up to the mark and made a superb save. I think a good bit of football all round, attackingly and defensively in those few seconds, as now Colombo look to clear their lines.
As you told, the Blue Eagles coach, the goalkeeper, because of him the score is 1-0, because they've got really many chances, the Colombo FC, but the goalkeeper came out to distract the strikers couple of times, and now he pulls off this save. He is having a great game today.
Indeed, he has basically kept his game in a contention of getting at least a draw, and it's hard to blame him for Dimitri's goal, a player of Dimitri's skill and caliber. Really could do no wrong, as now a long throw in. Imran came and missed once again, and he left a bit of work for Mohamed Aqib to try and clear. Imran, I think in this game so far has had a few misses like that so far.
You're right. I think the keeper is trying to commit, but he's not fully confident to come in, so he's always hanging behind the defenders at the given moment. So maybe if he comes with a bit of confidence, he can clear the ball well. As you told at the beginning, it's still early times and people are rusty, the players are rusty, they have not had a game in few months now. The iconic throw, the runner throw, and that's a goal kick, I guess. Again, the Colombo FC playing from the back. It's just the one striker flow for Blue Eagles, if you can see. They have one target man, and it's been a tough time finding him in this game, the Blue Eagles. Couple of players down there, both from the Blue Eagle side, the goalkeeper and the defender.
මේ ප්‍රී-සීසන් තරඟාවේ කොළඹ FC කණ්ඩායම අර ෆස්ට් හාෆ් එකේ බොඩ්ඩි ඩිමිට්‍රි ෆස්ට් ගෝල් එක දැන් කොළඹ FC now once again looking to launch an attack of their own. Once again looking for that over the top ball.
இந்த வேளையில் சூப்பர் லீகுக்கான ப்ரீ சீசன்ஸ் நடந்து கொண்டிருக்கிறது. அதாவது இதனுடைய பிரதான போட்டிகள் ஆரம்பமாகும் நிலையில் அதுக்கு முன்பதாகவே ஒரு பயிற்சி போட்டிகளாக ப்ரீ சீசன் போட்டிகள் நடைபெற்று கொண்டிருக்கிறது. இன்றைய தினம் கொழும்பு எஃப்சி மற்றும் ப்ளூ ஈகிள்ஸ் அணிகள் மோதுகிறது. கொழும்பு எஃப்சி ஏற்கனவே முதல் பாதியில் ஒரு கோலினை பெற்றிருக்கிறார்கள். கொழும்பு எஃப்சியை பொறுத்த வரைக்கும் சிறப்பாக அவர்களது விளையாட்டு அமைந்திருக்கிறதும் சொல்லத்தக்க ஒரு விஷயமா இருக்குது. ப்ளூ ஈகிள்ஸை பொறுத்த வரைக்கும் அவர்களின் சரியான பந்து பகிர்தல் இல்லைனா பால் பாசிங் இவ்வாறான விடயத்தில் கொஞ்சம் பிரச்சனை இருப்பது போல் தெரிகிறது. இப்போதைக்கு கொழும்பு எஃப்சி ஒரு கோலினை பெற்றிருக்கிறார்கள். முதல் மாற்றம் ஏற்படுகிறது கொழும்பு எஃப்சிக்கு.
Substitution now. One of Colombo FC's new signings coming on. Chamod Dilshan, who made his move from Saunders Sports Club. He's a towering defender who has caused many problems to defenses and attacks from set pieces. And he gets his chance to make his mark at his new club for the first time today.
I think the Colombo FC are going to settle for a goal, maybe. They've already got their defender as their substitute. That was a dangerous position.
You saw there just confirmation of the substitution. Chamod Dilshan coming on in place of Siraj Jain. And Colombo FC have a man down. DK Duminda catching Chaitra Ratnayaka just a little late, and I think there were a few appeals for a penalty, but the referee was not interested.
That's a bit touch too heavy. Ball almost kept in just the last moment. Again Colombo FC playing from the back. It's a long ball into the center. As I told you, Rahul, the play from Colombo FC is very good from the center. Their midfielders are actually running this game.
Indeed, that's an area in which they have overpowered Blue Eagles in. Blue Eagles have struggled to hold on possession for long, as once again Colombo winning the ball back. And now Momasiapo once again looking for that long ball, finding Chamod Dilshan, but the ball won back quickly.
If you look throughout this match, the Blue Eagles haven't progressed the ball to the middle, so that's where the negativeness or the disadvantages, where they couldn't progress the ball through the middle. Someone not there isn't a pure midfielder who can give balls to the strikers, feed balls, or get the transition from the defenders. So that's what is the main problem here with the Blue Eagles. Their midfield is not as sharp as the Colombo FC's midfield. taken too early, so they're going to go back to the original foul. Again the long ball. That was a good bit of run through the middle, but couldn't get it to the final phase of the game.
Blue Eagles have been doing quite a good bit of attacking in the last few minutes compared to the first half. And now
Good
once
ball.
again, DK Duminda. Colombo under a bit of pressure here. They need to clear. And now Momasiapo finally finding Chamod Dilshan. Chamod Dilshan going down quite a bit far too easily there.
Expected for a penalty, but the referee doesn't bite.
Went down quite a bit easy there, I think. Like, as you can see on a replay.
Yes, there was absolutely not a big amount of contact there.
No sympathy at all from the referee. And now Blue Eagles, DK Duminda was expecting to find a teammate behind him, but straight to Mohammad Rumi. And now Dimitri taking the throwing quickly.
I think the right flank of the Blue Eagles, maybe they haven't exploited it a bit more. Their number 14s, maybe he could get a bit more higher to support their target man, who is playing to the middle. Here goes you can see the runner on the left, but they couldn't give the ball to him. And few players playing out of position. If you see in the final third, they've got the ball, but they haven't any man to pass it. And that's the problem here for the Blue Eagles. Even when they win the ball, they are very defensive. They need to commit more men forward to get a goal, and already they're on the back foot. There is no point of playing in the defensive here. So there is the substitution. WN Malshan goes out and Shanaka Prasad comes in. That's the substitution.
It's the opposite of that. Shanaka Prabot coming out and Sanduran Fernando going in. Shanaka Prabot, I think safe to say, had a good game for Blue Eagles. He was one of the standout players in the first half, if you would agree, John.
Yeah, definitely. He made some threatening through balls for their strikers. So you could see the back passes should be avoided in order to get the ball forward by the Blue Eagles. The midfield is heavily dominated by the Colombo FC. They are all over the midfield, so the only chance of Blue Eagles to put up an attack is through the flanks or even the long ball. So that's what they are trying. So can't say that they have not got a game plan, but it's the execution that's the problem here. Request for a foul, but referee says nothing doing. Again, as I mentioned, the most important position here for the Colombo FC is their double pivot at the back. They're both controlling the game very well, with from attack to defense, from defense to attack. So those two, in fact, controlling the whole game, to say, for the Colombo FC. So through whom the ball is being transferred is those two. Man down for Colombo FC. Referee comes to check. Hope he's alright. Medics on the way to see if he's okay. He points at his wrist. Gets out the magic spray. The Blue Eagles coach giving some instructions.
Siapo has taken quite a few knocks so far throughout this game, but he's a strong lad and he will be much okay to keep going. Blue Eagles, despite being a bit more attacking than they were in the first half, they are yet to really threaten Mohamed Imran in goal.
As you rightly said, the Colombo FC goalkeeper was not really tested, but in contrast, the Blue Eagles goalkeeper had to put a really hard work today to just keep the scoreline to 1.
Indeed, and now we are just past the hour mark here at the Sukradasa. In the 66th minute, Colombo FC is still leading 1-0. Watching as confirmation of a substitute. Mohamed Siapo replaced by Buddika Pereira. Of course, as we mentioned countless times, this is just a pre-season game. There is no need to risk your best players, and I think that was Mohamed Rumi's thinking.
Bit of shirt pulling. This is an excellent opportunity. Can they capitalize on that? No, I think the runners are a bit slow for the Blue Eagles. And
Blue Eagles not really committing players forward in attack. That's something they need to do a little bit more of, but still early goings in this pre-season.
That's been the issue, Rahul. If you see, even if they get the ball forward, there isn't enough men for the ball to get an attacking return from that runs. So they have to go back again come back, and then again they have no place to forward. It's been a cycle now. They have to make some tactical changes to get a goal. The long throw comes in.
Colombo FC looking to clear it quickly, but they fail to launch a counter-attack. Good work by Dimitri, but it's straight back into the position of Blue Eagles. Good work there by Colombo, winning the ball. Fortune favouring them a little bit. And now Mohamed Akib finds Chamod Dilshan back to Akib. And all the way back to Mohamed Imran. Colombo 1-0 up, and they're taking no chances. They're more than happy to take their time, get the passes right, keep hold of possession.
That's a foul from the behind, definitely a foul.
And just sloppy bit of defending there by
Referee having
Blue
a few
Eagles, as you can see on your screen. Zarwan not too happy with that, but no harm done. Just Rohan Fernando on that occasion has now once again.
That was excellently snatched from Blue Eagles. It's an offside.
Once again that back pass without looking not coming off for Blue Eagles. That's now positioned back with Colombo. They've tried that a few times, have the Blue Eagle players. So now Colombo is looking to build from the back. Chamud Dilshan. Chamud Dilshan, who was recently selected for the national training squads.
It's a great run, but good piece of defending there, committing all into the ball and getting the ball first.
Good work there by Rohan Fernando. When sliding in, had to make sure he got hold of the ball. If not, it would have been a clear-cut penalty. But good work.
Already on the back foot, so they should avoid those kind of silly mistakes.
Rohan Fernando has had a good performance so far, really, in the back line. And now another set piece opportunity for Colombo.
Another instance to check the Blue Eagles keeper. Let's see how he deals with it, or maybe the defenders can clear it.
It's not Zarwan on this occasion, struck into the box. Acrobatic effort. The danger still not clear.
Going to the right.
Chalna Chamira there and winning his team a throw-in. There's a cross in.
He should have steadied himself to take the shot. Maybe he tried a bit too much.
I think he tried the same thing earlier. He managed to connect last time, but on this time missing it completely. And now it's Blue Eagles looking to launch an attack of their own.
As you see, it's just one play in the middle. Where are the others? Why aren't they committing? Is it a tactical problem? So all these questions arise when it comes to the play of Blue Eagles.
Good work here by Colombo. A few good passes between Dimitri and Chamud Dilshan. And now Colombo with Chalna Chamira. Zarwan Johar back to Dimitri. Mohammad Akib playing deeper than he usually would. And now Colombo looking to build another attack.
Dimitri really playing as a attacking fullback. He comes in defending and then he goes. He was the one who scored the goal, so he's giving it all for the team today. Had an excellent game.
No foul. I think
That's
a
a
good
good
shot.
That's a great effort, but just off target. Colombo always, as in this match, looks threatening again and again.
That was the man himself, Zarwan Johar. A curling effort from just outside the box. This is a replay of a different moment, but what an effort that was. He had Ruan Arunasiri diving, but just wide by Zarwan Johar on that occasion.
That's a great ball, but can they make anything out of it? Cuts inside.
Scoreline remaining 1-0 to Colombo. Blue Eagles running out of time here at the Sodasa, and a reckless challenge there, and things getting a little bit unnecessarily physical here. This is just a pre-season game. Players need to keep their heads. Both teams losing their tempers.
Referee calms everyone down.
This is supposed to be a pre-season friendly, but there is nothing friendly about what happens on the pitch in the 90 minutes usually. And as you can see there, referee having to do the hard work of calming down these players.
So that's how the intensity is. You can see they're all playing for a win. So it's not like the pre-season mentality. They're all playing into their nerves to win this match.
And as you said, Jana, it seems that Bodri Dimitri is playing a more attacking fullback role, while Dimitri is someone who usually plays an outright striker, while a player like Akib, who is also known to be a striker and a winger, is playing a midfield. So I think head coach Rumi is taking this opportunity to experiment with his players, try out a few different positions during this pre-season game. A good strategy by the head coach, do you think?
Correctly said, Rahul. I think, but this is where the Colombo FC is evolving. See, they are always threatening because there is this positional awareness and these tactical changes where they are not looking a bit monotonous. They want to go into a bit versatile attacking play, and you can see that in their game. So as you told already, Dimitri is now a left back from a striker. That's a good contrast, and it shows his versatility as well.
Indeed, and as well as Akib and other players. That shows how good Colombo really are, out of position yet playing to their maximum. And once again, fortunately, Arno Siri getting there, taking his time to collect and opting to just pass it on. 15 minutes plus added time remaining on the clock, and Blue Eagles really running out of time. They are yet to really make Imran work in goal. Zarwan laying it off to the wing. A low cross into the box. Shabir gets past his man, puts a lobbed cross. Dimitri goes first time, and Arno Siri
Again, keeper to the rescue for Blue Eagles. As I told already, he's been excellent this match. He's on his knees, he's on his toes. Wants to.
That was a powerful effort on the volley by Dimitri. Went first time, and Arno Siri had to keep strong. As we see another substitution by Blue Eagles, Lakmal Gunasinghe coming off in place of Ishan Fernando. That's a good move by Blue Eagles, taking off a defender in place of an attacking player. So it looks like Blue Eagles want to get a draw at least. They have just under 15 minutes.
Can he change the fortunes for the Blue Eagles? Let's see. We're almost there to the final stages of the game. We've just got 13 minutes and extra time. This is where it's now or never for the Blue Eagles, in fact. So they're taking a bit of time for the free kick to go in. It's quite a dangerous position, to be honest. Again a good save by Blue Eagles keeper. He's doing everything to make the Blue Eagles stay in the game. Again, that's a foul. Blue Eagles going for attack. Yes. Now they have started committing a bit more men forward. They play with the front four.
Indeed, that substitution, I think, indeed taking off a defender in place of a attacker. Nothing to really lose in a pre-season friendly. So might as well, as now Chalna Chamira from the back. Doing well.
Very well controlled and very well progressed. Again, ball falls back to Colombo FC. Long balls are being played, but they are not getting their target man.
Don't forget to subscribe to Football Sri Lanka TV to witness more thrilling action like this for the rest of the pre-season as well as the tournament. As a bit of sloppy work there by the defender Chalna Chamira, almost caught napping.
He wasn't aware of the striker lurking behind to get to the ball. And the new substitute has brought a bit of energy into the Blue Eagles side. But can they make this energy into a goal? That's the question.
Dimitri has done a very impressive job as a full-back, it has to be said. He showed some good skill just now as well. Some quick work between Dimitri and Akib, and now back to Chaita Ratnayaka.
When comparing the both teams, I think the Colombo FC's passing is sublime. They've held on to their possession of the ball, and their progression is quite good.
Indeed, I think possession and passing is something Mohammad Rumi stresses in training. It's now Blue Eagles with possession, yet to still have any clear-cut chances on goal as Colombo FC prepare to make another substitution. As now Ron Arunasiri going long.
They are getting good transitions, but as I told, just few men to feed on to that ball.
Their tactic of that long ball forward to find the striker is yet to work. Colombo FC's defenders have done a good job to prevent that. As Dimitri now once again showing good prowess at fullback to keep possession, and now Colombo FC once again on their way on the wing.
So a team like Colombo FC, they play for their possession, so you can see the team is quite wide when they play for the possession or play with the possession. So you got few gaps to really make that lurking runs, but that's what the Blue Eagles have failed to do. The Colombo FC is not a low block team. They are in fact a free-flowing team, so you can actually find some ways bypass the defense, but the Blue Eagles haven't shown any kind of progression through the defense, in fact.
Indeed, and now Colombo FC will take this opportunity in break to make a substitution. It will be their star man Zarwan Johar, who is set to come off in place for another new signing. Idbari Icham, and he has 7 minutes plus added time to try and make his mark in this game with his new team, but it is pretty clear, I think, now that Colombo FC have the win in the bag.
Just now the substitution has been made. Go straight on to the number 10 position, I guess. That's a good cross ball. Can they get anything out of it? No. Blue Eagles have defended it. The Blue Eagles have in fact defended well, but their attack is the only problem, major problem, because they are not getting enough men into the box. But their defense it's somewhat okay. And that's the commentator's curse.
And that's, as we just spoke about defense, the second goal, and it is that man, as you can just see the replay, a brilliant header by Shabir Razunia.
It's a shame that the defenders couldn't clear it.
I mentioned what a great performance, a great run of performance in fact he had in the President's Cup, in the victory they had, and yet again he is on the score sheet. He provided the assist for the first goal, and he has now got onto the score sheet himself. continuing from where he left off in the President's Cup.
Your man of the match, Rahul.
Indeed, Jana, hard to pick anyone else really. He gave a beautiful pass to Bodri Dimitri to assist that first goal, and now a great jumping header to find the back of the net past Ruan City, who has had a pretty decent game despite conceding 2 goals.
But players like Razunia and Dimitri, those are the ones who make this Colombo side a bit lethal, because they could play with all sorts of versatility, and their ball progression is quite good. So this is what the coach expects, the manager expects. He'd be happy, man, isn't it?
Indeed, Shabir Razunia, what an exciting talent for Sri Lankan football, still at the young age of 20. And definitely a contender for my man of the match. When we have 5 minutes plus added time left here at the Sukradasa in the 3rd pre-season game of the Super League, and the score line stands Colombo FC 2, Blue Eagles 0. And it looks like Colombo FC are not done yet. They want to try and add more, but worrying sign now as Colombo FC. The ball is put out, and Shabir Razunia, who we were just talking about, man of the match, has gone down, and Mohammad Rumi is going to be one worried man. Hopefully this is just a case of cramps and nothing too serious.
As you told already, the players are playing after a long time, so one can quite expect these kind of small delays and minor niggles. Hopefully he's alright, gets back onto his feet.
Fortunately he looks to be okay, and I think Rumi and every Colombo FC fan are going to be extremely relieved. Just a case of the cramps, it seems like. As you
He
can
must
see
be a
Rumi
happy
on
man.
your screen.
So this game is almost put to the bed with that second goal, but still, is there a surprise in this game? Can Colombo FC defend, and can the Blue Eagles get a goal? It seems highly unlikely, but you never know.
I think Shabir, basically, when it was 1-0 up to Colombo, I think there was some excitement of that, but I think Shabir just headed the game to bed with his goal. But you never know, there is still 2 minutes plus added time left. Crazier things have happened in football. And now Blue Eagles look to be thinking just that, breaking into the box. But a poor cross, well off target, straight out for a goal kick on that occasion.
Definitely the Blue Eagles will get few positives out of this game. One is their keeper, who has been excellent. It's their keeper who has made this game scoreline on this 2-0. There might be a lot more goals if he hadn't performed this way. Also, their defense is not really bad, because the second was a set piece, which was quite unfortunate, but the first one was a great ball. Apart from that, they were quite good.
They should have done better though to prevent Shabir from being given all that space for him to be able to jump and get that header off. But it's still pre-season, as we said, both teams probably trying out different things. Plenty of time to get it right before the main tournament kicks off.
We are almost in the closing stages. We have almost approached the full time. 90 minutes now.
They're into added time. 3 minutes of added time, in fact. And Blue Eagles,
That was a good opportunity.
once again, the chance goes begging. Chalna Chamira now looking to set Buddhika Pereira on his way. Not able to get there in the end, and Arnusiri trying to get his team off, but that's out for a throw-in. And the referee just showing confirmation of 3 minutes of added time. Still plenty of time for another goal from either end, but I think it's most likely, if it is to come, it will come in the form of another goal for Colombo FC.
That's how it looks, as you're told.
Yes, Blue Eagles look to make one last ditch effort in form of another substitution, but
It's number 23 who's going to come in.
that we'll have to wait. We'll have to see if that's even possible. It's now Colombo FC losing out Blue Eagles.
This substitute has a bit more energy.
Saira Ratnayaka exhausted from the 90 minutes, as there is indeed time for the substitution. It's number 23 who is going to come on. That is Gimhana Attanayaka in place of number 13 DK Duminda, the skipper. Duminda played the lone man up front for most of the game and did not have the luck with him. It's now just a few minutes left, and a moment of worry there. The two attacking Colombo FC players playing in defense there. Almost
Just seconds away from the last whistle. So it's a quite good game for Colombo. They've got a lot of positives. They've got star players performing really well. Their ball progression is good. Their midfield is very compact. Nothing to complain, isn't it, Rahul?
It's very strange what Colombo FC are doing, really. It seems like they've gone into a back three formation with two of their strikers playing in defense, Dimitri and Akib.
It's all good for the pre-season, but when it comes to the main tournament, they can't be experimenting such.
2-0 up pre-season, I guess. Rumi has told them to go at it, have fun with it, and get the best result. As now Colombo FC indeed 2-0 up, and we are almost at the end of this match.
Maybe they want their defenders to have a bit of fun in getting a shot to the target.
Yes,
that was
a last-ditched long-range effort, well off target, and Imran, as he has had to do for most of the game, just watches it fly past.
Probably the last kick of the game.
Indeed, I think the 3 minutes are basically up at this point, and Imran, the referee, indeed whistle in his mouth. And that is full time here at the Sugradas Stadium. Colombo FC coming out on top with a 2-0 victory over Blue Eagles. We had a rematch of the President's Cup final, and the scoreline is pretty much the same, with Colombo FC coming out on top yet again. A good performance overall by the boys from Colombo, and Blue Eagles will have a lot to improve going on in the Super League and the pre-season.
Definitely, the Colombo FC's game was sublime. They were good. They had quality passes, and their first touches was really good in all of their forward plays. They got good control when they got the ball to the feet from their body. Crosses were big, pinpoint. It was all a complete performance, in fact.
As you can see, a few highlights of the second half. It was basically You can see many chances that went begging from Blue Eagles. And then Chamod Dilshan, who was brought on for his first game for Colombo FC. In that moment,
This was a foul that was asked.
he basically, as you could see there, tripped over his own feet and was hoping for some sympathy, got none.
Referee was in clear view and he said nothing doing.
And then as we spoke, it was a lot of the through balls to the wingers and the strikers that caused a lot of problems.
This shot went whistling past the keeper, way off target. But then there was one shot.
Dimitri, the man who scored the first goal in the 40th minute, who was then
Switched to the left back.
exactly experimented in a defensive role along with their usual attacker Mohammad Akib.
That was a good try. But again, the lunging charges, sliding tackles. I think this was a goal.
Indeed, Shabir Razouni, as you can see, he
You can
left
see.
the highest and he found the back of the net brilliantly.
It's quite surprising because for a tall man like him, they haven't got in the correct defenders. So that was pretty much it. The final result is Colombo FC getting 2 goals, Blue Eagles 0 at the Sugatadasa Stadium.
ක්‍රීඩකෙක් අපි කියමුකෝ පොසිටිව් වුණා කියලා. අවතත් තරඟාවලියට පිවිසෙන හැකියාවක් තියෙනවද?
ඉඩකේ 3 දෙනෙක් පමණ පොසිටිව් වුණොත් අපි එම කණ්ඩායමම තරඟාවලියෙන් తాවකාලිකව නවත්වනවා.
තරඟාවලියට සහභාගී වෙන්න ඕන නම් අපි කවුරුත් දන්නවා AFC ලයිසන් එක අනිවාර්යයෙන්ම තියෙන්න ඕනේ. හැබැයි මේ කණ්ඩායම් දෙක සහභාගී වෙන්නේ නැහනේ. ඇයි?
මේ අවුරුද්දේ එක වටයක් පමණයි නැත්නම් හෝම් වටයක් පමණක් සෙල්ලම් කරන්න සිද්ධ වෙලා තියෙනවා.
ලයිසන් කරපු පුහුණුකරුවන් විශාල ප්‍රමාණයක් අපේ ලංකාව තුළ සිටිනවා. ඒතර එම පුහුණුකරුවන් කෙසේද සී ලයිසන් එකට යොමු කරන්නේ?
මට හැකියාවක් තියෙනවා නම් මේ ලංකාවේ ඉන්න 2,20 ලක්ෂයට මේ ඩී ලයිසන්ස් සහතික පත්‍රය දෙන්න මම ඒ දේ ලබා දෙන්න කැමතියි.
ලංකා පාපන්දුවේ යුත් ඩෙවලොප්මන්ට් මැනේජර් විදියට අර යුත් ලීග් එකට අමතරව ඉදිරියට ඔබේ තියෙන ප්ලෑන්ස් මොනවද?
කොළඹට විතරක් සීමා වෙලා තිබුණු තරඟාවලියේ ලංකා වටේටම අපි ගෙනිච්ච